Welcome to your V-Studio booty workout. Today I'm going to be showing you a pyramid pulse series. So let's start with sumos. Come all the way down into your sumo squat and squeeze it all the way up. Now we're going to add one pulse. Here we go, and squeeze it up. Good. Next is two pulses. Down, pulse, pulse, and up, like you're sitting in a chair, feet are out wider than the shoulders. Pulse, 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 and squeeze. So the magic really happens at that lowest point as you ignite the fire in your glutes to lift you all the way up. Doing pyramid sets is definitely one of my favorite ways to sculpt nice lifted round glutes because you're really burning that muscle group out here. Notice we're not using any weights at all today. All we need is our mat, so we're keeping it nice and simple as far as that goes and just really creating that fire in the muscle. So each time you go down, you're adding one extra pulse until we get all the way up until 10. Then we're going to take a breath and we're going to start back over, working from 10 all the way down to 1. You guys are doing great. Stay with it. Just pulse, pulse, pulse. Good. Look at you getting low. Weight is in the heels. Keep it up. Pulse, 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 pulse. Good. Keep that flow. Keep that rhythm. Don't try to speed these up. Stay at that same pace. Now take a deep breath. We're going to go all the way back down and we're going to start with 9. Last one, and squeeze. Bring it down. Keep breathing. Keep that neck nice and long. Belly button in toward the spine. Good. Keep the arches of your feet lifted, sitting back nice and deep. Each time you pulse, think of going a little bit lower, a little bit lower. Good. Nice staccato movement. Make that accent on the down, 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 down. Don't rush it. Down, down, down. Good. Squeeze. We're getting there, you guys. Almost at the end. Beautiful. Squeezing those inner thighs at the top. I know it burns me too. That's what we're doing this for. We want to feel that deep muscle ignition. It's happening, you guys. This is where the magic happens. Right at the bottom, squeeze it up. Good. Use those little muscles right where the connection happens between the hamstring and the bottom of your glute. That is what's going to lift you. So the hamstring is often referred to as the elevator of the glutes. You need to strengthen that muscle. All right, you guys, you did it. Let's go ahead and do just 10 nice little power squats right here. Kind of loosen things up, shake it out. As if you didn't do enough sumo squats, just a few more. Fantastic. We're getting ready to make our way down to the floor. Let's just hold this for 10 seconds. Reach those arms up over the head. You're almost there. You got it. We just have to come up one more time from this squat today, and that is it for the squat sequence. Good. And let's come down to our mat. Meet me on your hands and knees in an all-four position. We're going to start by igniting some fire in the core because any good glute workout definitely does tone and sculpt your core as well. You need those core muscles to keep your lower back strong. Let's start by keeping those toes tucked under and come into a little variation on your cat and cow. So lifting your body slightly off the mat, lifting those knees off the mat, feeling a stretch on the front of your feet as you come into that cat and cow today. I love this variation. One more like this. Good, you guys. And then we're going to come into our next move. We're going to tuck those toes under. We're going to hover in our bear position, and then we're just going to tap the knees down for 10. We have 9. Good, you guys. This is my first time filming a workout in our new Nature Vibe Well clothing line, and I am loving how buttery soft second skin feeling these leggings are. If you guys are like me in these hot months, I barely ever want to put anything on my legs. I just want the shortest booty shorts because everything just makes me feel so suffocated. These are like a second skin layer, so buttery soft, no tight waistbands, nothing digging in. Even the ankles are like nice and soft. You can pull them on easily even if you're a little sweaty. All right, you guys, let's come back into our child's pose. Take a little stretch. Great job on those 10 bear holds. Feel a nice stretch through the upper body. Good. And our whole brand is focused on sustainability, but also embracing nature, embracing our roots and where we came from. I hope you guys love the pattern on the pants as much as I do. We're starting with taps. We have 10 straight leg taps, arabesque position. Keeping that lower back strong again here. So every time you tap down, think of the accent being on the up. It is a kick, but you want to make sure that you're not putting that into your lower back, so holding the core strong. Like I said, we just have 10 of these. And our next move, we're going to come into knee to knee and then a kick back. So again, thinking about those hamstrings here, knee to knee, flexed foot, and then kicking it back for 10. We have 9. Good, keep it up. 8 and 7, pressing through that heel. 6. Each time, think of getting deeper into those muscles. Last 4, you've got it. 3, and last 2, and 1. Good. Our next move, we're going to come down to those forearms. Palms are flat on the mat for the first part of this. Point the toe, and we're going to crisscross our knees and then open up like a little tail, opening up to the side like a little whale tail. So crisscross the knees and then opening that hip flexor. Crisscross and open. And sticking with that same theme, we have 10. You guys, we're gearing up for a pyramid coming up next. So if your glutes aren't screaming after that sumo squat session, wait for this one. It is really killer. It's so great if you guys are ever looking for a traveling or a hotel room or a beach workout. This is perfect because you don't need any equipment. And you are still going to feel that major workout. All right, you guys, when we get to 10, we're going to rotate that hip downward. Put your hands into a prayer position. You're going to need to pray for this one. We're coming down and pulsing for 1. Flexed foot, down and pulse for 2. Good. Down and up and pulse for 3, 2, 1. Bring it down and up and pulse for 4, 3, 2, 1. So you can see the up is not the pulse, it's up and then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. We have 6 and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Good, you guys, you're doing great here. Keep counting yourself up to 10, and then we're going to work our way back down to 1. You can do it in your own timing, but I do ask you, if you are doing it in your own timing, that you don't rush these pulses. Give each and every pulse the same value as it will be giving your muscle the same value that you give to it. So if you're just giving it half, it'll just give you half back. I'm going to stop talking and let you guys work through these. we're going into our last one, you guys. I hope you finished right around the same time as me so we can take this downward dog together. If not, just pause the video, or if you already made it there, just wait a second until we get to this downward dog together so we can start the next side. I'm just going to take a little counter stretch here because it feels good with my downward dog, and then I'm going to lift my leg that I was working. So it was my right leg that time for me. And I'm going to open that hip up to really feel that counter stretch. Good, nice stretch through the side body. Stretch through your arms. That's the great thing about a prone donkey kick series, is that everything really works. Triceps work, shoulders work, core works, and of course that booty works. Both sides too, by the way. So every time you are working one leg, you're definitely going to feel it in the other side too. So let's begin on our other side. We're going to extend that leg out and come into 10 straight leg taps. Tapping down and lifting, down and lifting. Good, that staccato kick up and hold, down, up and hold, control it, down, up. Good, you guys. So again, keeping it out of the lower back, but I do want you to give it a little bit of emphasis on that kick. You're almost there. We're going to come into our next one, which is that flex foot, knee to knee, and then kicking back for our hamstring, for our glute lifting right here. So hamstring connecting to that glute. I live right by a middle school, so if you hear kids yelling in the background, that's because they are on their little recess right now. And good, next one, we're coming down to our flat palms, and we're going to crisscross the knee and then open up that hip. Crisscross and open 9. Crisscross and open 8. Good, feeling a stretch, also feeling the side of the glute, the gluteus medius, working really hard as you open that hip up. So again, shaping the glutes is not just about hitting one muscle group. It's not just about doing squats. It's not just about lifting heavy weights, people. I've said this a million times. I don't care if you eat 2 people's weight worth in protein a day, you're not going to get a lifted, sculpted, toned booty without doing these types of burnout sets where you're really burning that muscle group out. Good. Okay, that's my spiel. Flex foot. Let's do our pyramid. I'm going to turn my voice off, let you guys listen to music. Hands are in prayer position. We're coming up for 2 pulses and down. Now in your own time, all the way up to 10. 10 pulses at the top, and then bring it down, all the way down, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I'll meet you at the end of that. finished mine. Join me here for our downward dog counter stretch. Just walking those knees in toward the chest a couple of times. And then of course I'm going to lift my left leg up this time and open that hip for a beautiful, nice wild thing or counter stretch along the body. Good, not flipping it over completely, but just holding here with that extended lower leg and upper leg in attitude position or bent knee position. Good, bring it back, downward dog. We're going to soften those knees. We're going to hop to our front of our mat, and then we're going to come into another nice counter stretch after all those donkey kicks, which is just a rolling like a ball. So bring it right into your rolling like a ball. Just a few times. It's a little massage on your lower back more than anything here. And then I'll just hold it at the back and take another nice little stretch, crossing my knees, grabbing those shins, and pulling down to the side. And then we'll reverse the cross, other leg. Good, this feels so good on the hips after those donkey kicks. And we're going to come into our last move of this class. We're going to do our bridge pulse pyramid set. So beginning with your bridges, we're going to place our feet out in front of us, sumo position, just like in your sumo squats. We're going to lift the toes off the mat. And we're going to start by just curling that tailbone up. So just curling the spine, not thrusting the hips up all the way. I want you to feel the ignition right here from the lower belly. So pelvic floor, squeezing like you have to pee, and there's no bathroom in sight. Squeeze it tight and roll it back down. Good, so get that lower belly to join the party here. We have 10 like that. And then we're going to come into 10 full range hip thrusts. So you can feel that you're starting with this move. So you're starting with this move right here every time you do a hip thrust. I don't ever want you to just lift those hips up without curling that tailbone under first. Here we go, all the way up. And then roll it back down. Again, going down the same way you came up. I hope you see the difference there. I see a lot of people doing thrusts in a way they think is probably working very well, but you could get a whole lot more out of it if you learn to do it this way, where you're doing more of the bar method, back dancing style, where you roll that pelvis up and in. Again, it's going to ignite some fire in your lower belly, but it's also going to give you that connecting point between the hamstring and the glute. And I keep saying it, but that is what's going to lift your glute, not squats with a heavy bar, okay? Okay, hands up overhead. We're going to come into our pyramid, so it's one pulse and lower. Now it's two pulses. Notice I did lower my toes down for a little more stability here. Keeping that sumo squat position, 3 pulses and lowering down. And I'm going to stop my voice, let you guys focus. I suggest closing your eyes here. You're going to work your way up to 10 pulses. When you get up to 10, you're going to work your way all the way back down. And then I want you to meet me at the top for a little squeeze and hold at the very top of this set. You guys, that's our last one. Let's hold it up. I'm going to step my feet out about a foot farther each leg. So just slide each foot out, lift those toes up, and I want you to give me some pulses right here at the very top of your range. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. We're doing 60 little pulses here, teeny tiny. You can bring those arms down, lower them down. Maybe make your way through your chakras if you want to, or if not, just lay them flat on the mat, whatever suits you. Keep going. Pulse, 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 pulse. Hold, hold, hold. Very last hold. And release. Good, you guys. Bring those knees up into the chest. We're going to take a little figure 4 stretch on either side. And you can join me in these stretches or take some stretches that feel great for you today. I hope you guys really enjoyed that booty sculpting and toning workout. No weights required, so you can do this on your summer beach trips. You can do this on a boat. You can do it on a plane, on a train, wherever you want to do it. You can do this workout as long as you have a mat's width. Thanks for joining me for another amazing V Studio workout.